I told you Friday, stay safe. I'm glad to see that it was relatively. I'm not going to play CNN and say, yeah, it's mostly peaceful, because it wasn't mostly peaceful. They were riled up. We did see them engaging with cops. We did see some destruction, but it wasn't like 2020. You were on the ground. What'd you see over the weekend? How bad was it?
Yeah, we were all kind of expecting more of this kind of real civil unrest after officials kept saying that this was worse than Ronnie King. But we didn't see anything of that level of 2020. The protesters met at a local park. They then went on to the I-55, a major freeway there in Memphis, and also the Memphis-Arkansas Bridge. They actually blocked traffic on both directions for nearly 3 hours. I was actually able to take that video right there where you're seeing the trucker pleading with the protesters. Now, from my experience covering protests and riots and things of that nature, the most time they usually hold up is usually an hour. Then law enforcement moves in and clears the crowd. We didn't see that this time. It was held up for nearly 3 hours. We're talking about lots of truckers, middle class folks just literally stuck on that bridge. We didn't see any Memphis law enforcement trying to, get in there or clear the roads. After that, the crowds kind of just marched around the city. But we didn't see those big clashes. We didn't see any of the kind of burning buildings. Now, later that night, what we did see on the east side of Memphis was late 1:30 in the morning. We actually started to see groups of individuals go into stores and start looting actually local businesses. According to some of the Memphis PD, they say that the reason the looting was at night was because all the Memphis police units were basically focused on those protest groups in downtown. So you did have those individuals take advantage of that. But we didn't see that the burning out of businesses or anything of that nature, which a lot of the small business owners in Memphis were grateful for. They were boarding up. We actually saw more football crowds in other cities like Seattle, New York City, and that sort. But we didn't see that nature then of 2020 in Memphis at all.
Yeah, that's what I gathered. When I looked around, I think the LA one, the New York one, and the Atlanta one looked a bit more violent as far as fighting back with cops and burning some things in the streets, but they weren't burning cop cars, flipping things over, burning buildings, and you always have those thugs who go in and take advantage and loot while there are protesters peacefully protesting on the street, keeping the cops occupied. So glad you're okay. Glad the citizens of Memphis and these other cities are okay. Let's hope that the unrest quells and let law and order take over. These 5 officers have been charged. Let's let it play out in the courts and see what happens. Jorge Ventura, as always, thank you, sir. Watch your 6. Stay safe out there.
Sure, thanks, Dan.
Yep. When we come back, we're going to continue this conversation about what happened to Tyre Nichols. But moreover, we're going to discuss what I believe is one of the root causes of this particular incident and what I believe could have been avoided if it were not for the whole defund police movement. More on that with Heather McDonald in 2 minutes.